Welcome back to Pleopod. I'm Armin.
And I'm Maya. Today, we're diving into a significant development in the AI world that happened just yesterday, May 21st, 2026.
That's right, Maya. President Trump unexpectedly postponed the signing of a planned executive order on artificial intelligence regulation.
A surprise to many, given that this order had been anticipated. What was the immediate reason given for the delay?
The president stated he didn't like certain aspects of the executive order. This hints at some internal friction within the administration, which we've seen brewing for a while.
Friction is putting it mildly, it seems. The core of this seems to be a classic dilemma. How do you regulate a rapidly advancing technology without stifling innovation and falling behind globally? The research indicates this postponement is a direct result of that internal debate.
Exactly. The administration is trying to strike a balance between AI safety and oversight and maintaining the United States' competitive edge, especially when looking at countries like China. President Trump specifically expressed concern that the order, as drafted, could undermine our lead in the AI industry.
That's a crucial point. The draft executive order reportedly included a requirement for AI developers to submit their frontier models to federal agencies for review up to 90 days before public release. That's a pretty significant oversight mechanism.
It is, and it's precisely these kinds of measures that have apparently caused concern among those who prioritize rapid development and market competitiveness. We're hearing that figures like David Sachs, co-chair of the President's Council on Advisors on Science and Technology, are part of this pro-industry camp, advocating for a less stringent approach.
So it's not just about if there should be regulation, but how it's implemented and who leads the charge. The reports mention a debate about whether the Commerce Department or national security-focused agencies should take the lead on AI oversight.
Precisely. Different agencies have different priorities and regulatory frameworks. This jurisdictional debate is a key part of the internal conflict. It's a sign that consensus hasn't been reached on the best path forward for governing AI.
And this isn't coming out of nowhere. This delay follows earlier administration efforts to establish a national legislative framework for AI, which were announced back in March 2026. So the administration has been trying to get a handle on this, but it's proving to be a complex challenge.
It really highlights the challenge of regulating a technology that evolves so quickly. The proposed mandatory testing and review periods are designed to ensure safety and prevent misuse, but proponents of a lighter touch argue that such requirements could slow down American innovation, making us less competitive against rivals who might not have such stringent rules.
It's a delicate balancing act. On one hand, you don't want to be caught off guard by unforeseen risks of powerful AI systems. On the other hand, you don't want to cede technological leadership to competitors.
And that's why the debate is so contentious. Should AI model testing be mandatory, or should the administration rely more on voluntary industry commitments? This fundamental question is at the heart of the internal conflict.
It seems the president's decision to postpone signals that a consensus hasn't been reached on these critical questions. The administration likely needs more time to reconcile these differing viewpoints before moving forward with a formal executive order.
That's the most logical conclusion. We'll be watching closely to see how this debate evolves and what the eventual AI executive order might look like. Will it lean more towards innovation or regulation?
Indeed. It's a developing story with major implications for the tech industry and national security. Thanks for breaking it down, Armin.
My pleasure, Maya. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in to Pleopod. We'll be back next time with more insights into the world of technology.
See you then.